Genesis 19 verse 12 till 13 says, "The two men said to Lot, 'If you have anyone else here, sons, daughters, sons-in-law, or any other relatives living in the city, get them out of here, because we are going to destroy this place. The Lord has heard the terrible accusations against these people and has sent us to destroy Sodom.' Then Lot went to the men that his daughters were going to marry and said, 'Hurry up and get out of here. The Lord is going to destroy this place.' But they thought he was joking." Now, my understanding of this text is simple. Is that some of us do not take seriously the warnings that God sent to us because we believe that the person that is sending this message isn't worthy of warning you. Now, these men's lives could have been saved, but because they felt like, you know what, this guy, this old man is just lying again. He just wants us to marry his daughters. Why should we listen to him? He's probably just joking. Let us just ignore him. The thing is that with us, we forget that God can use anyone and anything to warn us. God used a donkey to warn its owners, and yet that the owner himself, instead of stopping, he didn't stop to think, to say, I'm actually speaking to an animal. Animals do not know how to talk. And yet instead of going back and rectifying, and turning around from what God is trying to stop you from, you look at what you start to argue with what God is putting in place for you not to go forward, because when you go forward you will be destroyed. And a lot of people have missed the warning that God has placed because they feel like the warning came from somebody that is useless. The warning came from somebody that is a nobody. The warning came from a place where you just felt like this place is actually not even of value. So why is it that they dare to warn me? Do they even know who I am? It's the arrogance that is within us that is causing us to die. Can you imagine if those men heeded the warning and packed everything and left? Their lives would have been saved. Lot thought of his daughters to say, let me at least go to these men and warn them about the danger that is coming. But for them, it was like, this is just a joke. What is he saying? How can God destroy an entire city? How can God destroy everyone in the city? That it's not possible. You're speaking to the God that flooded the earth. Why would you still think that it's impossible for him to destroy one little city? You're speaking to a God that has created the earth that we're standing on. So why are you still thinking that the little warning that he's giving you is not serious? Open up your eyes. You guys are sleepwalking. You guys are sleepwalking. And you don't understand that there's going to come a time where you're going to be waken up rudely and you're going to be so shocked. And there's a lot of people that are shocked. They don't understand, how can this happen? They forget that God has warned you. God has been pleading with you to stop. So what has God warned you about that you're still continuing with? Heed God's warning. Doesn't matter who it comes from. Doesn't matter who says it. But if God gives you a warning, listen. You might just save your own life.